On April 26, 1956, a converted tanker called the Ideal X sailed from Newark to Houston carrying 58 truck-trailer bodies stacked on its deck. Not loose crates, not barrels, metal boxes. That was the first modern container shipment, and it quietly changed everything. Before the box, cargo moved as break bulk. Longshoremen hand-loaded crates, barrels, and sacks one item at a time. A ship could sit in port for a week or more just to load and unload. And with all that handling came constant theft and damage. Estimates put pre-container loading costs around $5.86 per ton. Containerization eventually cut that by more than 90%. Some studies say the box boosted trade between countries more than free trade agreements did. Let that sink in. Here's the part people miss. The real invention wasn't the box. It was standardization. In the 1960s, the ISO agreed on fixed dimensions, the 20-foot and 40-foot units we still use today. Suddenly, any container could move between any ship, truck, and rail car on Earth without ever being repacked. Ports had to be completely rebuilt around it. Old finger piers made for breakbulk ships couldn't handle the cranes or the enormous storage yards, so new megaports rose up. Rotterdam, Singapore, Shanghai. Meanwhile, older harbor cities, like Manhattan's original piers, got left behind. And the ships kept growing to squeeze out economies of scale. The largest container ships today carry over 24,000 20-foot units. That's more than 400 times what the Ideal X hauled. They've gotten so big that many canals and ports simply can't handle them anymore. That gigantism has a failure mode. In March 2021, the Ever Given, a 20,000-unit ship, wedged sideways across the Suez Canal for 6 days. It blocked roughly $9 billion of trade a day and stranded hundreds of ships waiting on both ends. The box reshaped labor too. Automated cranes and far fewer dockworkers per ton gutted traditional longshoreman jobs across port cities, even as global trade volume exploded. That's a huge, mostly invisible cost buried inside all that efficiency. It's also why just-in-time manufacturing became possible. Predictable shipping schedules let factories hold almost no inventory, ordering parts to arrive right before they're needed. Which is exactly why the whole system seized up so visibly during the 2021 supply chain crisis. One box unlocked something almost nobody predicted. Freight got cheap enough that it became rational to build a t-shirt or a phone on the far side of the planet from where it's sold and worn. The entire logic of where things get made flipped. So here's my take. Nobody remembers the name Malcolm McLean, but that metal box is arguably a bigger piece of modern infrastructure than any single dam or highway. It's why Made in China or Made in Vietnam is a normal label instead of an exotic one, and why a random 6-day jam in one Egyptian canal can shake the entire world economy. Not bad for a box.